talk situationship. Now, this was a topic that was sent to me from a listener of Kitchen Talk with Victoria. For those who are new here, I'm Victoria. Finch Kitchen Talk with Victoria was born from the talks I had with my grandmother. My grandmother was always in the kitchen, and anytime I had an issue, a problem, something was on my mind, Grandma would say, "Come on in, let's have a sit down." And I love those sit down talks with my grandmother. And as I grew, I started to realize how important it is and how many of us don't have someone that we could have this sit down with. And that's why I do Kitchen Talk with Victoria. Situationship. Oh my gosh. That is a whole topic that I could go days and days and days on. I'm going to try to keep this as short as I can with situationships. I found myself in a situationship. Before I share my story, I want you to like and subscribe or follow me. He was gorgeous. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. He was every bit of 6 feet tall. Maybe he was 6'1", doesn't matter. But anyway, he played the guitar, he could sing, and he was everything I thought I wanted in a man. And the fact that he chose to be with me, I thought was a gift from heaven. As time went on, I found out that he had been hiding from me that he had an alcohol problem. And I had never really grown up around addictions to where I knew it was an addiction. I did have addiction in my family, but I found out almost when it was too late, kind of like in this situation. He did everything. He said the right words. We walked in the park. We went out on dates, everything. And he got my heart. And I thought, man, this is the man for the rest of my life. And situationships can be like that. Now, I'm not talking friends with benefits. I'm going to tell you, friends with benefits, you know what that is. Now, if you catch feelings for someone after being in a friends with benefit situation, I hate to say this, but that's on you. Okay, but I'm talking about situationships that you're in right now that you kind of gotten yourself into. Friends with benefits can be a situationship situation. Typically, it's when somebody has feelings for one and the other one's not sharing those feelings, but they're kind of giving you just enough to keep you involved. Back to my story. So anyway, this gorgeous man that I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with turned out, as I said, to have a drinking problem. By the time I found out, it was too late. My heart was in it to win it. And even though there would be times where he would be just darn right mean to me for the silliest things, or he would disrespect me, he would look at other women, and he would look at porn. All of these things I started to see in the relationship. He couldn't keep a job. All of these things, I found myself, basically supporting him. And here's the thing with the situationship I was in. It wasn't like once I realized he had a drinking problem, once I realized he couldn't keep a real job because of the drinking, I kicked him to the curb. No. My heart was in it. And I want to talk to you guys, you all that are in situationship, where your heart's in it and you're wanting more. He won't or she won't give you a label. You're like, are we dating? Are we girlfriend, boyfriend? You can't put them on your social media account. They want to Netflix and chill all the time instead of going out and doing things. Now, some situationships like mine, they do those things. I mean, you go out, they know your family, they know your friends, but there's no commitment there. There's no commitment there. This is what I know to be true of situationships. It typically becomes a situationship when one partner wants more than the other partner. If you're in this situationship where you're asking, so what are we? When are we going to get married? Now, you don't sit and have 3 or 4 kids with them, maybe 1 or 2 kids, and now you're still not married, but in your heart of hearts, you want to get married. But you don't want to leave because now you got the kids. You don't want to leave because now your heart's involved and the heart wants what the heart wants. This is the advice that I have for you. It is not easy to walk away. It is not easy to listen to your intuition, your gut, when you know something's not right for you, but your heart's in it. But honey, you have to. You have to listen to that small part of you that says, I am not happy. This is not working for me. I want more. See, this is what happens. A lot of time you get in situationships and then you decide you've had enough of the situationship and you break it off, and the next thing you know, they're married or they're in a relationship, and yet you spent years, months in a situationship. Honey, that just means he didn't want to marry you. You were giving him so much, you were giving her so much. He or she is thinking, or they are thinking, well, I'm just going to ride this roller coaster. Now, look, they're not intending on doing this to you. It just is. You just got yourself comfortable. You got yourself in this situation. And now that other person is just riding the tide. Typically, the reason why they will get married or get in a relationship after you is because they truly want all of that, but just don't want it with you. And I know that is heartbreaking. But unless you can face the truth of that, you are going to be unhappy. And let me tell you, no one and no thing is worth your peace of mind and your happiness. And if there are children involved, do you not know that those children understand that you are not happy? Do you understand that those children are in a situationship right with you, and they're going to grow up and maybe be in a situationship because that's all they know? All they know is loosey-goosey romance. All they know is it's okay to feel unhappy. It's okay to feel empty. It's okay to feel alone. It's okay to want more and not get it. Is that the lesson you want to give your child? And I know these words aren't easy to hear, but sometimes when I sit down with my grandmother, she told me what I needed to hear, whether I wanted to hear it or not. If you're in a situationship and you're perfectly happy in it, good for you. Stay in it. That becomes a relationship. You're both are in the same, you want the same thing. Maybe neither one of you want to get married. Maybe neither one of you want to have identities such as girlfriend, boyfriend, fiance, whatever the case may be. That's fine. That's more of a relationship because you're relating with each other's wants and needs. This situationship is a situation that you've gotten yourself in and you are not happy. It is not serving you. And I'm going to tell you, you can't beg, you can't plead, you can't be perfect enough for that person to marry you, to want to call you girlfriend, boyfriend, significant other, partner, whatever term you want them to call you. You can't make them do it. But what you can do is make a happier life for yourself. Because I can tell you, there will be someone to come along that will be that person, the right person for you, that will love you. And if not, this is what these kitchen talks with Victoria is all about. It's about learning and thriving and being alone. Now, being alone doesn't mean loneliness. I'm not married. I haven't been in a relationship for a few years now. And I got to tell you, I'm the happiest I probably have ever been, if I'm being truthfully honest. I come and go as I please. I watch what I want to watch on television. And I tend to be one of those in relationships where I tend to try to mold myself. No more molding. Now, in my next relationship, should God deem it's time and I find that perfect person, I won't be molding myself. I will be stay independent. I will maintain my essence as I come together with that partner. And that's what it is. Relationships and love is not about what you have to give up. It's about what you gain. If you have to give up a piece of you, you are in a situationship. There is that right person for you. And we can always learn to be with ourselves instead of by ourselves. I am a testimony of that. Thank you. A testament of that. Thank you for being here with Kitchen Talk with Victoria. Like, subscribe, come back again. Who knows what we're going to talk about? If you've got a topic that you would like for me to talk about, if you've got something you'd like for me to discuss, go ahead, put it in the comments. Or I know some things can be very personal. Send me a message. I will protect your confidentiality. Until next time, I see you. You matter, and you are enough. Stay awesome. Keep magnifying your dreams.